Alright guys, what's going on? Welcome in. So, the Jets are at the tail end of voluntary OTAs, only a couple practices left before the start of one of my favorite time periods of the year, mandatory minicamp. Typically, it's in the middle of the summer. This year, it's between June 15th and June 17th. Okay, so really exciting stuff. I cannot wait for mandatory minicamp. It should be awesome. But in this one, I wanted to recap the last few days of voluntary OTAs. And by the way, there's been some awesome interviews that have taken place as well, which I'll try to find and leave them linked down below in the description box. So with that being said, let's jump in. So right now, I would say the biggest storyline is that Karl Lawson has officially arrived. Karl Lawson is here and he is ready to go. I am so excited to see what Lawson brings to this Jets team, brings to this Jets defense. I mean, right off the bat, he is the team's best pass rusher and he's the team's prized free agent acquisition, okay? 3-year, $45 million contract. He's been productive for the Cincinnati Bengals. Nothing out of the ordinary where it's, 15, 16, 17 sack seasons. But when you look and really read between the lines, Karl Lawson, this guy can be a force, especially in the Robert Saleh defense coming off the edge in the 4-3. You look at his speed, size, technique, talent level, upside. I think the best is yet to come for Karl Lawson. And it's not like he missed the first couple of days and was just, relaxing on vacation. It wasn't anything like that. He was actually sending workout videos to Jeff Ulbrich while he was gone. Okay, so again, it's not like he was slacking off or just, wanted to skip it because of whatever. This guy was working. Okay, and this guy has really high expectations for 2021. I mean, the quarterback hits are there from last season, 32 quarterback hits. That is a ton. The sack production, on the other hand, is kind of low, 5.5 sacks, but like Ulbrich, and Ulbrich actually mentioned this in an interview, he projects Karl Lawson's sack number to go up, and I feel like that's kind of the majority of Jet Nation. That's kind of what we're all hoping for, first and foremost, but that's kind of the expectation as well, is that Karl Lawson being the guy, being the number one pass rusher on this team, he has all the tools to be successful. Now he's in this defense. He has a lot of help on the interior, right? Sheldon Rankins and Quinnen Williams. Are you kidding me? He has a lot of talent on the defensive line next to him. Wasn't really the case in Cincinnati. Yes, they had some ball players. Yes, I really like the Bengals scene, the direction that they're going in, but I don't think he's played with the sheer level of talent that the Jets possess on the defensive line. I mean, the upside is insanity. The Jets defensive line, yeah, we're 2-14 team last year. I get it, but man, this defensive line has so much talent. It is crazy. It is crazy to think about the upside. It's crazy to think about the potential, the ceiling, all that good stuff. I'm really excited. Next up, Zach Wilson is not only just checking every single box possible, but he's impressing many people. Okay, the progression so far, I get that it's early. I get that Zach Wilson hasn't taken a single snap at the NFL level. Of course, it's only voluntary OTAs here. We haven't even reached training camp. I get that completely, but it's a good sign that Zach Wilson is picking up the offense. He's getting players involved. He has the command. He has the leadership. Physically, he's there as well. I mean, we've talked, so much on this channel about the arm strength, the mobility, playmaking ability, throwing on the run, and everything that comes with that. But from a mental standpoint, Zach Wilson's knocking it out of the park. I mean, you listen to what Robert Saleh and Mike LaFleur have to say about Wilson, his practice habits, his work ethic. Just, again, the leadership is there. You listen to other players, the peers, Elijah Moore, how these guys rave about Zach Wilson. It's exactly what you want to hear. This is music to Jets fans' ears. I mean, after years and years of searching for the guy, is it Geno? Is it Sanchez, right? Who else? Hackenberg, Bryce Petty, Josh McCown, Fitzpatrick, Sam Darnold. All of these different guys, it's just so nice to hear so early in the process that everything is going smoothly. Everybody seems to be on the same page. Everybody seems to be on the same boat, going in one direction. That's players and coaches and the front office all included. Okay, so that is awesome. Next up, Elijah Moore, the second-round pick made by the New York Jets, 34th overall, a guy who a lot of people were excited about, right? By the way, I'll try to find that draft reaction video, link it down below in the description box as well. A lot of good stuff. I remember as soon as he fell past the Packers, I'm like, is there a chance that this guy falls to round 2? If so, that would be insane. But anyway, Elijah Moore is turning heads left and right. I mean, this is a guy coming out of Ole Miss that has tons of production, tons of speed, great hands, great quickness, a great work ethic, a guy who can hurt you in the short passing game and in the deep passing game. And on top of all of those awesome traits, he fits the system as well. I don't think it should come as a shock to anybody that this guy, a second-round pick of this caliber, a guy who, quite frankly, fell to the second round and tons tons of people were shocked about it. I mean, I truly thought, going back to the Packers, I thought it made so much sense. Just a guy that could dominate the inside of the field. You have Devontae Adams. They need some help, but they passed. The Packers passed, and it's crazy. And of course, like, other teams passed as well, like the Saints and the Ravens. So if we think back to the original draft call that was made as Elijah Moore was getting drafted by the team, I can't remember if it was Joe Douglas or Robert Saleh that had this comment, but it was, once we traded up for Elijah Vera Tucker, we thought there was no chance, there was no way you were going to fall back to us at spot number 34, right? It just wasn't in the cards. So that should say, number one, obviously, that the Jets value what Elijah Moore did at Ole Miss and they value his skill set and talent. Number two, he's going to have a distinct role within the offense and he fits that system to a T. And then number three, he's going to be a core piece, a core building block for this offense for years to come. Okay, huge, huge. I'm totally excited for Elijah Moore and I'm glad it's on display at voluntary OTAs. And the last point that I wanted to make is that this offense, this Mike LaFleur-led offense, is starting to come along, okay? It's filled with young players. I mean, whether you want to talk about, it really at every single unit of the team, wide receiver, we have young guys all over. Denzel Mims, Braxton Berrios, Keelan Cole's still a relatively younger player. Corey Davis, as much as, we've seen Corey Davis in the limelight, high draft pick, whatever, top 10 pick, he's still a young wide receiver. He's not a veteran guy by any means. Then, of course, like we talked about before, Elijah Moore. Offensive line, Mekhi Becton, Elijah Vera Tucker, Grant Hermans, Teaton Saltz, Tristan Hoge. You look at the quarterback position, right? Zach Wilson, James Morgan, Mike White, all pretty young players. Running back, outside of Tevin Coleman, you got Josh Adams, Michael Carter, Michael Pirine, Ty Johnson. This is a really young running back room. There's a lot of really young players all around this offense. So these reps, and again, I get that it's only voluntary OTAs, but these reps within the Mike LaFleur offense, all hands on deck, everybody's learning together, everybody's moving forward together. These reps are crucial. These reps are so important, and it's awesome to see that this offense is starting to click. Things are starting to happen. Players are starting to understand their roles, and that's awesome. That's exactly what you want as you kind of transition from voluntary OTAs to mandatory minicamp, and then eventually training camp will rear its head, and that's going to be totally exciting. I can't wait for it. But again, these reps are not only just key for the players that are on the field, but it's also key for Mike LaFleur. It's key for the entire coaching staff, because this is everybody's first crack at everything as well. Robert Saleh has never been an NFL head coach before. Mike LaFleur has never been a full-time play caller, a full-time offensive coordinator before. But here in Florham Park, here with the New York Jets, Mike LaFleur is the head of the snake, if you will. Okay, he's in charge. He's the shot caller here, and that's what's really exciting. Okay, so all in all, everything is really, really important for a young football team, a young coaching staff, a lot of rookies, a lot of free agent acquisitions. Reps are important. Reps are crucial. I can't wait to see what happens. So I'll leave it there. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, go Jets.